Hey guys, every good morning and warm welcome to all of you. And let's begin some trend analysis of today's prelims paper. Before Prochit, I want to say that yesterday I uploaded a video that you will surely fail UPSC preliminary exam if you fall under this category. The same rules are applied on today's paper. If you fall victim, if you are victim of those rules, then get rid of those rules immediately. Your inability to realize the UPSC syllabus, you do not know how to connect the static and uh, current affairs, too much emphasis on current affairs, ignoring the static portion, etc. are some rules. I have put the link in the description box. Before watching this video, please watch that video also, because it is very much necessary for you to watch that video to succeed in UPSC exam. After that, I want to say that some people say that UPSC generally asks only last 1 year current affairs. Some people say more than 1 year current affairs. But UPSC is always an unpredictable question. The most suitable example I am giving you: Global Data Protection Regulation 2016. It was amended in 2018 and it came in Hindu newspaper on 6 May 2018, means before 1 month of the last year prelims, right? And after more than 1 year, this question has been asked in this year UPSC preliminary exam, right? Again, another question from this year UPSC preliminary paper: sand, a minor mineral. Right. This question is based on a particular report which was published on 8 May 2019 Hindu newspaper, means before 1 month of the current preliminary exam. The name of the article was "Sand, a Global Sustainability Challenge." I even mentioned in my daily Hindu analysis paper that a prelims question might come from this topic, and exactly sand, a minor mineral question, has come from that topic actually, right? So UPSC is unpredictable. There is no limit of current affairs. What we can do is an overall development of all the current affairs, right? And at this juncture, I want to say that I began my channel in last year September, but I seriously began to work since January. And since January till now, whatever objective questions I have put or whatever Hindu analysis I have made, from all these analysis and from all those objective challenges, actually there are some direct questions which are asked in the exam, just changing the language. So these questions are mainly Asian Infrastructure and Investment Bank, Cas9 RNA technology, social capital, nitrogen release, bank port bureau, ease of doing business, forest right act, multi-drug resistance. These are some questions which I have mentioned in the in terms of Hindu analysis or objective challenges which are directly asked actually in the exam, just a bit changing the language. If we analyze some of the current affairs questions from today's paper, then we will see that the questions were asked right from the most popular current affairs up to the least popular current affairs, and many of the questions regarding current affairs are not directly regarding the current topic. Questions are asked from the concept which are hiding behind the current affairs. For example, you see Asian Infrastructure and Investment Bank. It was in the context of Belt Road Initiative, and this bank is one of the premier lending institution to China's Belt Road Initiative, right? In that way, देखो Bank Board Bureau. It was recently pronounced in many times regarding the efficient management of banking, how to tackle non-performing asset of the bank, right? In that way, see, sand, a minor mineral. The question which is asked today is actually based on a report published by an international organization which was published in 8 May 2019 Hindu newspaper. In that a particularly vulnerable tribal group has been in news for various reasons. Forest Right Act, recent reform to the Forest Right Act has invited various controversy. I have given many objective questions regarding this, right? In that way, Cas9 DNA technology is in news, black hole is in news, multi-drug resistance is news. Nitrogen release question which was asked in today's prelims paper is actually based on the nitrogen pollution which comes into news because of the formation of Southeast Asian nitrogen hub. India, the ease of doing business, right? Global competitiveness report. The current affairs questions are also based on international organization, report of international organization, actually CNG fuel, right? These are actually currently in news. So questions are based on from most popular topics like Cas9 technology, DNA technology, ease of doing business, global competitiveness, competitive report, black hole, CNG, right? Multi-drug resistance. These are some very much popular topics. So difficulty level is easy plus high. Easy in what sense? These are from the very popular topic, right? Cas9, ease of doing business. High in the sense that some questions, some current affairs questions are asked from the concept, means behind the current affairs issue. For example, Belt and Road Initiative, right? So when we read any topic, then what we have to do, we have to go to the behind the topic, means what is the background, what is the core concept of the topic, right? In that a non-performing asset. It was asked from the background. The background is what? Efficient banking management. Right, in that sand. It was asked from a very minor report. Not minor report, but it was not so much noticeable, not so much popular. Right. So the difficulty level is, or in a sense that you have to know every minute details of the topic. If you even ignore any of the related aspect of the topic, then there is a sense that you will take the wrong option. So though current affairs questions are based on the most popular topics, but there is a necessary to know every minute details of the topic. And so another thing is that while you read any current affair, while you read any particular topic which is in news, you have to go beyond the topic. You have to analyze the background and concept of the topic which is hiding behind the controversy, right? So these two aspects you have to consider while preparing current affairs for preliminary exam. And apart from this, I also want to say that if you prepare for pre plus mains, then there's a better chance that you will crack the current affairs questions easily, because you see the Belt and Road Initiative, right? Non-banking management, Forest Right Act, right? DNA technology uses and merits and demerits, right? In this way, if you prepare this topic from mains perspective as well, then you will get the minute details. You will know the every pros and cons of the topic. Then you will be able to clear the options easily, right? So three things you have to remember while the current affairs. Though some questions are asked from very popular topic, you should know the minute details of the topic. You have to go to the background and the concept of the topic. Third, you have to prepare pre plus mains together as well. Then coming to the static part, there is a trend that UPSC is beginning to ask much more archaic or static questions as well. In this year papers, you will find many more static questions here, right? So some I have divided the static questions into two parts. One is static, means archaic, means very old, right? And another is static plus relevance, which comes into news due to, though they are static, yeah, they are old, but they have come into news for one or another reason. Some static, yeah, archaic questions are Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board, Maternal Benefit Amendment Act 2017, Service Area Approach, CAMPA, yeah, Compensatory Afforestation Act, 5-year plan regarding second, fourth, and fifth. This is quite archaic question, yeah, static question. Nobody will think that UPSC will ask this kind of static questions. Environment Protection Act 1986, Solid Waste Management Rule 2016, Charter Act, Hepatitis B, Land Reform in Independent India. These are static questions, yeah, archaic questions. And again, there are some questions which are though static, they have relevance in the present context. They have come into news due to one or another reason. For example, Extended Producer Responsibility Act, United Nations Convention Against Corruption, Indian Patent Act, Environment Protection Act 86, Solid Waste Management Rule 2016, Hepatitis B, Land Reform in Independent India, Ramsar Convention on Wetland. So what we can conclude from this kind of static questions, that Along with the current affairs, UPSC will examine us also that whether we have opted for the basic books or not. So here basic books, understanding of the basic concept, important static laws, rules, concept, etc. are necessary. So UPSC will examine us that whether we have read the basic books or not, whether we have knowledge regarding the static questions, yeah, static concepts or not. So it is equally we have to give important on the static portion as well to crack UPSC exam. And among the static questions, some questions can be directly solved with the help of NCERT book. For example, the concept of social capital, service area approach, 5-year plan, purchasing power parity, highest cultivated area, which crop has occupied highest cultivated area, Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board, land reform in independent India, dewdrop, why dewdrops not formed on cloudy nights? This question can be solved with the help of the concept derived from basic NCERT book. In that way, this year question paper has some questions which are totally based on facts, which are very mundane facts, and which are very, sometimes you can say, archaic facts. These are facts laden questions. This question can be solved only if you have the correct amount of fact, if you know the exact fact. For example, highest cultivated area under which crop, sugarcane, rice, etc. Which commodities bears highest import? Coal sector nationalization under which government? Which country has bordered which sea? Which is the largest exporter of rice in the world? Which glacier is derived from which river? Which river is the origin of which glacier? What is the position of sun on 21st June? So these are the questions, fact-laden questions. So we can analyze that we have to equally give importance on facts. That means we cannot be selective. Whatever is given within the perspective of syllabus, we have to read everything. Then coming to the polity question, the polity questions can be solved with the book of the Lakshmikant plus basic understanding. The polity questions are based on both static. The trend of polity questions asked in this paper is static plus concept and application. The static questions are related to governor, power of the High Court and Supreme Court, Article 142, Legislative Assembly. These are some static questions which can be easily helped with the if you read the book Lakshmikant properly, and if you have developed a basic understanding. Then there are some questions which have examined the concept and its application in present context. For example, the definition of liberty, which article gives power to marry one's choice. These kind of questions are based on your concept and application derived from the concept of polity. Then coming to the history, art and culture, the questions asked in this portion I find it a bit difficult because you have to go in a bit depth. These questions are based on particular term. For example, Viste. Recently in my Gupta period objective question series, I have mentioned this term. So the questions are based on particular term like Viste. They have asked this question on Viste. Based on inscription, some facts like which of the following is not a Harappan site? Who is the leader of which organization? Right. In this way, questions are also based on some kind of basic understanding. Right. For example, which of the following is not an aspect or which of the following is a character of Mahayan Buddhism? Right, you will not find direct information in books, but you have to develop a particular kind of concept. You have to go in a bit depth to attempt this question of Mahayan Buddhism. It is based on basic understanding in that a personality-based question like Nimbarka, Kabir, Tanchen. So art and culture questions are based on particular kind of term, inscription, facts, plus basic understanding and personality. And NCERT is the prominent rule here. You can solve all these questions with the help of NCERT here. Right. So all NCERT bears importance for art and culture in UPSC pre. Then coming to some kind of policy questions like Maternity Benefit Amendment Act, CAMPA, Compensatory Forest Afforestation Act. Again, there is a growing importance in this year paper. Many questions are asked regarding international organization, report and scheme of international organization, international convention, etc. Right, both static and current dominance here. Right, so international organization, international scenario seems to be a favorite topic for UPSC. UN Convention Against Corruption, Global Data Protection Revolution, Regulation means any kind of incident which are happening internationally and which has lots of impacts on India also. For example, this kind of general data protection regulation. Data protection regulation is also a topic in India. So this type of internationally happening incidents bears importance for UPSC. Global competitiveness report, ease of doing business, Arctic plan for prioritization, etc. These way many questions are based on incidents which have been happened internationally. So you have to keep close view on internationally happening incidents and situations. Then coming to the science and technology, the questions based on science and technology are comparatively easy. The questions can be divided into two parts. One is very popular on news and another is some kind of traditional. Popular means DNA technology, RNA technology, digital signature, black hole, etc. Very much popular topic. Questions are based on popular topic. And some are traditional, like augmented reality, virtual reality, wearable technology, antimicrobial resistance, hepatitis B, communication technology, microbeach, etc. So in science and technology, questions are based on both popular as well as traditional topics. Then coming to the questions of economy, this year UPSC has little bit diverted in case of economy. In the recent years, I have seen that UPSC asks mainly conceptual questions regarding economy, but this time in economy portions, along with conceptual, some factual questions are also put. So some questions which are based on facts and current affairs, for example, inter-creditor agreement, chairman of public sector bank, slide of rupee and necessary measures. Right, these questions are based on facts as well as some kind of current affairs. Then come many questions of this from economy are based on static portion also. For example, asset of commercial banks, stock market and portfolio investor, 5-year plan, purchasing power, parity. So the trend in economy is that it is much more facts and static, and conceptual questions are less this time, though 2-3 questions are based on conceptual. So in case of economy also, NCERT and basic understanding prevails, which you can solve the questions easily by getting the basic concept from the NCERT book. So coming to the environment and ecology portion, we can say that the portion is based on both on static and current affairs, with tilting much more towards static portion, and emphasis on mainly government act, rules, habitat, species, national park and their position, and convention. And as a whole, it is much more tilting towards static this year. Then coming to the portion geography and agriculture, we can again say that it is much more based on factual and static rather than current. There is very less question here, almost nil, on defense and security perspective, though there are few questions which are indirectly related. Then as a whole, what we can conclude from this paper, no time limit for current affairs overall development. There is no time limit, particular time limit, that current affairs have to be based on this time frame. Right, your current knowledge of current affairs have to be based on for all the recent incidents happening in and around you, and overall development is necessary. Your emphasis should be on static plus facts plus current. Basic books including NCERT is a must necessary reading for you. Preparation for both mains and pre will give you a boost to pre. Less on polarized topic. UPSC this year question paper has asked very much large questions on polarized topic which are political in nature and which are controversial. Very less question on Citizenship Amendment Act, right, NRC, Election Commission, Model Code of Conduct, whatever topics, whatever popular topics we have got this year actually, they ask very less question on those topics. UPSC is tilting the requirement of the UPSC to find out the best person who is suitable to an administration post. That's why the tilting UPSC this year question paper is tilting much more towards law, convention, government policies, human welfare, and health. So this is the analysis of the question paper. I will bring out an another video to what should be the strategy to the next year prelims exam. So I hope whatever goes today, everything will be for the best. Right. Again, be energetic. Again, prepare for the next year exam, upcoming stage of exam. I will come with another video. Till then, take care and bye bye.